Hey everybody, welcome to Ellis Mowers. I'm going to do my weekly update video here. Tell you y'all are in the middle of some push mower videos. Some push mowers I got. We're just doing some repairs on them here. The John Deere 125 that I featured in the weekly update. It's either last week or 2 weeks ago. You'll see the conclusion to that video series coming up here as well pretty soon. And like I said, I just got great content for you throughout. I just didn't want to bombard you with all the videos that I've been making lately. So those are coming. All of what you see is coming down the pike for y'all to watch. More detailed videos. Anyways, you can probably see that this garage is getting kind of sparse. Starting to get to where I don't have as many items here. Put the shelving unit together that I found at Lowe's for 50 bucks. Just got to put it, it's going to go into my lean-to on the side. I just have not transported over there yet. Just haven't gotten it over there. And a few other items are going to leave. I picked up a couple of battery chargers from a family member. That's a battery for my car, because my battery for my car went out last week. And so, got to take that back to my dad, because he let me borrow that one. Giving him the battery charger. Got another old Sears battery charger over here, too. A couple of new Walmart batteries as well. Another one you get from Tractor Supply. I don't know if that one's good or not. This one's definitely not good. But I like that charger a lot better than I like my little Harbor Freight charger. Seems like it's doing pretty good. I'll give you all a mower update here in just a second. As you can see, I've still got a lot of stuff on the bench. I just need to clean off. Here over the next few weeks, as I start winding down mowers for the year, I am going to clean up this garage. So the John Deere 165, I really want to get going. It's just, I have other things that I know are the fix, and I don't really have much of a clue about this old John Deere. So, excuse me, we are going to get to it. I don't know if I'll get to it this season or if I'll get to it in the off season, but I just want to spend a little bit of time on it. Also, I picked up some, if you follow me on Instagram, I get a lot of questions about why do you use diesel oil? Well, number one, it's cheap. Number two, I've never had a problem with it. And number three, I found it half price last week at Walmart. So I was very happy to find that. They only had 2 gallons of it left. They were getting rid of that SAE 30 CF2. I guess they're phasing it out because nobody bought it. Probably except for me. If they'd have had 100, I'd have bought every single one of them they had. They only had 2. So check your local Walmart. You might find some cheap diesel oil. This generator I also got for free from a family member. Sadly, this thing has been sitting in a leaky shed over time. It's a 5,000 watt with a 9 horsepower Vanguard. As of right now, I cannot get it to pull over. It's seized. I have not taken the little cover off and tried to pull it, or tried to use a breaker bar to free it up. So I don't know if the generator portion's locked up, or if the actual, or if the engine is just, the engine's not seized, but and it's a 9 horse Vanguard. It was running until it was put in the shed, and then of course, as you can see, all the water damage and stuff. I hope I can get it going, because if I get this generator going, I will keep it. No doubt about it. My personal generator, I've got to put a little rubber gas tank gasket on, which I got it sitting back here in the back. But it's a 5,000 watt 10 horse Briggs. Works fine. Came with the house. Have no issues with it. thankfully I haven't had a reason to use it yet. I think it's a little bit, actually that thing's a little bit bigger than this. This one, excuse me, sorry, I'm so tired, is a little bit bigger than the one I got back there in the back. So, alright, so let me show you this project that I'm working on. Finally doing the engine swaps. And I think this is going to be a two-parter here. But I'm working on this Husqvarna. It originally had, I've already thrown it in the trash because I've got so many Kohler parts right now, it's crazy. But I put a 17 horsepower intake off of one of those Troy Bilt mowers in the back there. That thing starts and runs beautifully. Tried to engage the blades, the belt broke on it. I found out that one of the deck spindles, the blade brake was disconnected and ended up breaking the belt. No biggie, the belt needed to be replaced anyways. So I will address the deck and all that. I still need to put tire tubes and stuff like that in it. But really this is going to be a nice mower. I have a customer that wants me to finish it, and I potentially might have a trade deal for him for a Craftsman with a bagger if I can get this one running and cutting like it should. It'll clean up super nice though. This is probably going to be one of the nicer mowers that I've got. Speaking of another engine swap, the Troy Bilt Bronco that I featured on my last video that I did an engine swap from a Kohler Courage that was blown up again to a 17.5 horsepower Briggs. That one sold for $600. Nice mower for somebody, super nice mower for somebody. Had it listed for $650. Showed it to a guy, and he'd bought another mower from me before, and I told him I'd let him have it for $6. So that's what we ended up doing, and that one's gone. I've done a couple of repairs. I'll get to that Toro wheel horse in the back, which I kind of teased on my Instagram a few days ago. But in the meantime, this Craftsman mower that I'm about to show you, I just sound like somebody was in the driveway. I've done, it seems like every weekly update I've got, I've had an update on this thing. Well, I've got it listed for sale now. What I ended up doing, and y'all are gonna, some of y'all are gonna be like, I told you so. The brand new coil I put on it did not work properly. I put the old coil back on it. I drilled the jets out in the carburetor to 8 thousandths for the low speed, and since this is a 42 cubic inch as opposed to 46, I only did 12 thousandths for the main jet. And this thing, it sputters a little bit here and there, but it's running and cutting. I cut my front yard with it. I actually popped a fuse while I was cutting. However, I think what happened was the positive terminal shorted out on something, and so I put a strap on the battery to keep it away from the blading gauge, and I haven't had any problems since. Now this Toro wheel horse in the back, I wish I had a little bit better light in this lean-to, but anyways, my little Craftsman shelf is going to go right about here beside this bin. Hopefully I can divvy up some things and make it a little bit less horrid looking. Probably need to thin out some stuff. I usually run pretty lean. This Toro, oddly enough, if you can recognize that, it's not the original deck. Somebody, somehow, retrofitted a 40-inch Murray deck onto this Toro wheel horse. Has anybody that's watching this video ever seen some sort of retrofit like that? Let me know in the comments. I would enjoy to hear it. I don't know how they did it, but it mounts up halfway decent. The mounts are a little jacked, but I do have it level. You can't cut higher than about the letter B on it, and that's plenty high for what it is. This thing came to me. This is a repair. Over the past week, I've done, gosh, about 5 repairs. 4 or 5, roughly. It's not the business that I'm in, but hey, make a few $100 when mowers aren't selling as fast here in July. Might as well, right? All I did to this was take the blade brakes off. What was happening was, this is a cable engage type, and it didn't have enough strength to pull the pulley back far enough to engage the blades, because the blade brakes were stopping it. The blade brakes were too strong for the cable, because the cable engages a little bit of a weaker mechanism. It has a 16 horsepower Briggs in it. The professional series, I guess, is what you would call it. So I took the blade brakes off, because what it had done is it had burned up the old belt. So I had a 40-inch Murray deck belt here. I just popped that on, took the blade brakes off. The thing, excuse me, I'm still tired, starts and runs and cuts just fine. Cut a little bit with it a couple of days ago, and we'll send it back. I mean, it probably took me about an hour to repair it. So it was just maybe an evening or so. So that was easy. I did a couple of repairs this morning as well. There were a couple of neighbors that live right beside each other. One of them had an MTD riding mower. I think it's MTD Pro or something. Had a Kohler Courage on it. Surges up and down. It turned out it was a bad fuel filter. I didn't have a fuel filter on it, but she knows how to do stuff like that, so I told her to change out the fuel filter. Had to put some blades on it, so a couple of bolts for the engine cover. That's it. And a push mower. And I had another Craftsman. It was a 54-inch deck, similar to this Husqvarna, that I had to look at. It was a Briggs V twin. Carb was clogged on it. I had to clean the carburetor out twice to even get it to run, and even after that it was still surging a little bit. Probably the only other option, honestly, would be for him to get a new carburetor, because it had dust, dirt, sediment, and stuff like that in it. But they're both running and cutting again. Got a little bit of money in the pocket. This Craftsman is going to be up next. I have a camshaft on the way, so this thing's going to be getting a new camshaft and some gasket and stuff like that. This one honestly is probably going to be the last one that I do this year. And as you can see, I've got a few things to clean out. Like I need to get rid of a few things, like this mower, because I'm pretty well done parting out. I'll take the wiring harness and stuff off of it. This mower and this Troy Bilt here, which is the one I took the 17 horse engine off of to put on that Husqvarna. Get those out of here. It'll really clean out the lot a little bit. This Troy Bilt still has some good parts on it. So the Murray is still complete. The Craftsman, I think, needs a rear wheel and a starter and a couple other things. I have the deck back there in the back. So we'll be good on that if I can get that back going again. I can get rid of this rusted out deck from that other Troy Bilt. I'll spend a little bit of time just cleaning out the backyard back here. Just trying to get rid of things and stuff like that. I'll probably just try and drag a few things to the curb and say, come get it, you know. So probably take the front axle off of that red one as well, just so I have one here, because I know it's nice to have like one of the big parts like that. But that's about it for the update, guys. Like I said, I think I'm gonna do that Craftsman, then I'm gonna tackle the house some. I'll let y'all in a little bit of the house projects whenever I get on them. Because I don't really like having my house with a bathroom busted out. I want to go ahead and get started on that. So that's the update this week. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Should be a couple more of these, but like I said, I've got the videos coming for y'all. Just kind of documenting everything that I've done this year. So I hope y'all enjoy those. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And just let me know. You ever seen any weird thing like that Murray deck on a Toro wheel horse, or any other thing that any other weird experience like that? Just let me know down in the comments. Anyways, thank you again. You can catch me at Ellis Mowers 09 on Instagram and Facebook for other real-time updates of what I'm doing. Catch me right here Wednesdays and Sundays on YouTube for the next video, mower repair video. See you next time.